Hey, thank you for joining us. We are celebrating 28 days of Black culture and our heritage. And today we have a distinguished guest with us, Devon, to make sure I pronounce that right, Jackson. And we're going to be talking about culture. So, Devon, give me a little warm introduction on who you are and what you do.
I'm Devon Shamar Jackson, none other. Work at Villanova University. I work out of the student life department. In charge of student engagement and cultural development. So I just get the students engaged in whatever I can and just develop them in wherever I can. And also I kind of lead the diversity initiatives that come out of the student development office.
Okay. So what are some of the challenges in creating a multicultural environment?
Getting buy-in. Here, on PWI, predominantly white institutions, it's hard for folks to just buy into this idea that we need to be a salad instead of a melting pot. A melting pot is when you put everything in there, melt it all the way down and create something new. But then you're getting rid of the personalities of a person, the individualities of a person. You want to be a salad. A tomato and a piece of lettuce taste, good by themselves, but you put them together, it's another taste. So another dynamic thing. So getting buy-in to help folks understand that idea of working together for a common cause, common goal. It's tough, but you need to get that buy-in.
So what cultural context did you grow up in?
I mean, what, to be honest with you, I didn't grow up the victimized person. I grew up with a two-parent home. I grew up in a Jewish neighborhood, so it was a little quiet.
So what you saying? Other neighborhoods weren't as loud?
I mean, it was just quiet. You go outside, it was just nothing happening. All you heard was the birds and the squirrels run up the trees.
Okay.
So, ironically, around the corner was a little loud. Sirens, people fighting outside. So I would go to play basketball and walk around the corner. It was a total different story. Two sides of the spectrum, where I lived and where I would go hang out with friends. So
now, could your friends distinguish what was different about you within those two different worlds that you lived in or traveled through?
You know what? I got the idea of code switching really early. This idea of you can be, and not, I guess, being phony, but understanding how to adapt in different neighborhoods and different surroundings. So, I knew what to say and what not to say in specific areas. It wasn't that I was being fake. It was almost like I was putting on a different hat.
Okay.
So, I have many hats in my closet. It's time to wear this hat, so let me put that one on. And it fit pretty well.
Now, is that something you did intuitively, or that was something somebody taught you, or it just
it was
ad hoc?
Yeah, it was a code of the street, learn how to survive. So it's almost like adapt, where you see. I had, unfortunately, my late brother, half brother, he did everything wrong in a sense. Not everything wrong, but the stuff he did wrong, I learned. And his mistakes, let me say it that way, his mistakes I learned to check off. I won't do that, I won't do that. So, I kind of developed that kind of survival skill a little early. So, it was fortunate for me to do that. So,
now, how difficult it is to change someone's view dealing with a different cultural context when people come from various parts of our nation?
You know what? I guess I don't try to change views. It is difficult, but my goal isn't to really change views. My goal is to provide a different or opposing narrative to what the dominant narrative is. So, many times we come with this idea of, the dangerous black man in a sense. And so, my job is to help change or give or create an alternate narrative to what it is. So I don't try to change people's minds. I just say, well, think about it this way. And so they can think about it that way. And hopefully that will change their mind, not me, just that narrative that I'm given.
So as we wrap up here, celebrating 28 days of Black culture and heritage, what are some ways people get in contact with you?
Easily. My email address, devon.jackson@villanova.edu. I'm always there. It's the best way to get with me. I'm looking at my phone to check my emails all the time. So my wife hates that, but it's the kind of job I have. But devon.jackson@villanova.edu is the best way to get in contact with me.
Hey, we thank you for joining in. We look forward to you visiting us tomorrow as we have these real critical conversations when it comes to the cultural context of what we live in. Thank you, and we'll see you again tomorrow.